Hello, Hofstra fans, and welcome to another WB Mason Coaches Report with Seth Tierney, the head coach of Hofstra men's lacrosse. Good morning, Seth. How are you doing today?
Doing okay, Nick. Thanks for having me.
Of course, it's happy to have you on. You split your last couple of games this past weekend, starting off on this past Friday, again in a thrilling 12-11 win over UMass on the road. What can you say, looking back at the film at your team's performance in Amherst?
Yeah, I thought that our guys, I was really happy with the focus for 60 minutes, and there was even more focus left if it had to go to overtime on the game plan, on playing for each other, and we just kind of game plan whatever it takes type approach. I thought the guys handled the trip really well. Haven't been on a lot of overnights. So to go up the day before, it was the first time I think we've been in a hotel since Ohio State of last year. So it was a new experience for some of our younger guys. Thought we handled it well, and it was, you know, it was a game that had a little bit of everything. We were behind, we were tied, we were ahead, and it was obviously an emotional and a pretty good win for us.
Yeah, it was definitely, I think, a very good win for the team. A lot of people have been saying that UMass's home stadium is one of the toughest to play in the country, and falling behind early and then storming back the way that you guys did, I thought it was a great performance, of a good showing of Hofstra men's lacrosse.
Yeah, certainly, playing up on Garber is, they take a lot of pride in that, and a lot of teams have walked onto Garber and didn't get out of there alive. So again, you bring up another good point, and with that, I think it's two teams that really respect each other so much. And again, I think it showed certainly towards the end. So we got a chance in the second game of our series to get a W and to get a split in the UMass series.
Yeah, absolutely. It's important, getting a split with how the CAA schedule is shaking up this year.
Yep.
And then, unfortunately, on Tuesday, another road contest, this time down in Maryland against Towson, and you dropped that one 10-8. Looking back at it, what can you say about the game against the Tigers?
Yeah, listen, it's everybody deals with these types of things, especially in this unique COVID year. So we get home from UMass on Friday, off Saturday, practice Sunday, and then leave on Monday to go down to Towson. Right? They had a quick turnaround as well. They were home, so we were back on the bus, and again overnight. The game plan was good, and again we got off to a first half that we just did not want to get off to, and it hurt us in the game. I thought that we played a really energetic second half with our best lacrosse in in only 6 minutes, where I think we scored 3-4 goals in the last couple of minutes of the game, and had a shot to bring it within one, and we were doing pretty well at the faceoff X. So, you can look at it as, well, if the game was 5 minutes longer, maybe we would have had a chance to walk out of there with a win. The problem is we knew the rules, and the rules are 60 minutes, and that's the end of it. And if there's a winner decided and no overtime, then you got to live with the rules. So we are hopeful that we've learned that lesson, and that we come out Saturday versus a extremely talented Delaware team, Saturday 4 o'clock here, and understand that the opening whistle, we game on, has got to be the way to go.
Yeah, yeah, it was it's another rocky start, I would say. Giving up those three first quarter goals kind of set you back a little bit. But one thing that I wanted to mention, we saw the return of Alex Kincannon. He's been missing for the last couple of games with an injury, and we got to see him back on the field against the Tigers with 2 assists. What does Alex Kincannon bring to the field with his return?
Yeah, Alex is a sixth year guy. So, and you do anything for 6 years, you certainly are pretty confident at it. He's seen it all. Unfortunately, he got injured at the end of the Fairfield game, and he's been out. We still weren't certain of what his role was going to be on game day. Felt pretty good the day before Towson. And we started him out at midfield and get a couple runs there, and then we put him back at attack in the second half, and got a little spark. He hit a couple of pipes, a big one on man up starting the second half, and he got a couple of assists. The best part is he's feeling pretty good health wise after the Towson game. So we're just trying to rest him as best we can. And then we have to figure out some things of where he's best fit for us on his return right now. But Alex is a guy that his eyes do not get bigger as the lights go on, and we're going to need his experience as we head down this very important stretch of games.
Yeah, absolutely. Just speaking with Alex, and his resume speaks for itself. When he as a Johns Hopkins star, it was unfortunately he had his injury problems, but here he's just gelled so well, I think, with the team since he arrived, and then his offensive production speaks for itself.
Yeah, no, we're thrilled to have him. We're glad he came, and again, he is he's a lacrosse lover, so I know he's excited to get back out there and be part of our process.
Definitely, it's gonna be exciting to see him hopefully play, like you said, this Saturday at 4 against Delaware. Another really incredibly tough matchup coming to Stewart. They're ranked 16th in the country. I think they've got weapons all over the field. What can you say about the Blue Hens coming into Saturday?
Yeah, powerful. No getting around it. They've got guys, everywhere. Their attack is probably the most productive attack in the CAA and maybe in the country. Those guys can sling it around. They play carefree. They'll throw it, through. They'll throw it inside. You start behind the goal with Kitchen. He's a big boy that can get above the goal line. So we're going to have to pay attention to that. Robinson has been, throwing BBs in the goal all year long. Kurz his lacrosse IQ is very good, and those three, which makes them the most dangerous, is they play really well together and they have eyes for each other. And then at the midfield, they've got guys that if you pay too much attention to the attack, the midfielders will make you pay, and they dodge really hard to the goal. They make the right plays. They try to take advantage of you in transition so they can get their hands free to let some go. So we're going to need some really good goalie play. We're going to need some disciplined defense from the opening whistle. Brian Herber at the faceoff X is going to be vital again, along with the wing play. And then we're going to have to just be really smart on offense. If there is transition for us, then let's take it. If not, then let's make sure that we are set and squared away, ready to go, and try to just find some gaps in their defense. But number 81, Owen Grant, is good. He's he's a quality defenseman that, he does a little bit of everything, right? He can take the ball away from you. He can slide. He can, get up the field in transition. He can clear the ball. He's the heartbeat down there at this point. So we got to know where he is as well.
Yeah. Like you said, they've got players all over the field, midfield, attack, and then on defense, and even in the cage, they've got guys that they're going to pose some problems, but
no question.
I think Hofstra is going to be, it's going to be an exciting game.
We hope that's what happens.
Yep. Fingers crossed on that one.
Yep.
So it'll be this Saturday, April 17th at 4 p.m. on SNY on television. Pride Productions will also be carrying a video stream, and WRHU will provide the audio-only broadcast. You can follow everything else on Hofstra Men's Lacrosse on GoHofstra.com and across all Hofstra Men's Lacrosse social media pages. For head coach Seth Tierney, I am Nick Capitos, and thank you for joining us for another WB Mason Coaches Report.